Hello, and welcome to the July Economic and Market Update from Commonwealth Financial Network. My name is Brad McMillan. I'm Commonwealth's Chief Investment Officer. It was a great month and a great quarter for the markets. Everything was up for the month of June, which is rare, and it was one of the best quarters ever. And all of this was despite the pandemic, despite the shutdown, despite the headlines. And the question we have to ask ourselves is why? What's going on? Well, the first thing is, it's not like we're bouncing to crazy high levels. We're just getting back to close to where we were before the pandemic. And that actually makes sense because it's a response to the better than expected news. It's a response to the fact that the world isn't ending just yet. And in fact, things are getting better. Let's have a little perspective over the past quarter. With the virus, we've seen the daily case growth rate drop from 15% a day down to under 2%. We've seen testing go up by almost 6 times. In other words, there's been real progress on the viral front. And that's part of what the markets have been reacting to. We're not getting the plague to end the world. We're getting a disease that's being brought under control. And we're seeing the same thing with the economy. We started with what looked like a depression. Large parts of the economy shut down. Now we're seeing reopening and we're seeing a recovery. We started the quarter with tens of millions of jobs lost. And now we're seeing millions of jobs come back. And again, we're not where we need to be, but we've made significant progress and we're moving in the right direction. And people are responding to that. We've seen consumer confidence bounce back significantly. And we've seen people going from staying at home, not working, not spending, to going out, to working, to earning, to spending. And that's what markets have been responding to. And that's why there's not nearly as much of a disconnect as you might think. Now, there's no doubt we've seen setbacks in June. We've seen case growth tick back up. There are what look like significant waves in several states, and there's a lot of bad headlines. But if you look at it on a national basis, case growth is not nearly up as much, and it's still much, much better than it was. And we're starting to see those states take the appropriate measures. In other words, we know what to do, and we're starting to do it again, and it will work. And with that, and the fact that the data says the recovery is still on track, we remain in a good place. And that's a good place to be to start the summer. Yes, we've had some setbacks, but the underlying trends remain positive, and the appropriate measures are being taken. We certainly have risks out there, and we need to watch them, but conditions remain positive overall. And that's what we need to focus on as we move into the summer. With that, that's it for this month. Join me next month for the next monthly update. But in the meantime, check out my blog, The Independent Market Observer, for daily updates. Stay healthy, stay sane, and stay safe. We're going to get through this together.